You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell, and co-host, Keelan Harvey on Alternative Talk AM 1150. Now, back to the show with local mortgage experts, Tina Mitchell and Keelan Harvey.
You are listening to The Money Hour on 1150 AM KKNW, the Friday, September 18th virtual show. Because of COVID-19, our show is temporarily moved virtually. You can listen to our show on podcast or on air on Saturdays at 3 p.m. with a rebroadcast on Sundays at 8 a.m. I am your host, Tina Mitchell.
And I'm your co-host, Keelan Harvey.
We bring in studio each week the best of the best experts in our local market on everything money. We're here to help you in today's economy. And now in studio, we have Priya Patel of the UPS store Kenmore. The UPS stores, a small business that cares about small businesses, right here on 1150 AM KKNW. Priya, welcome to the show. Very excited to have you in studio for the first time.
Thank you so much, Tina and Keelan. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. A little bit about Priya. Alongside her husband of 13 years, owns 3 of the UPS stores and have been in business for over 11 years. In her previous lines of work, she was in the hospitality industry. Me too, Priya. Working as a director of operations and sales for a majority chain of hotels, or major chain of hotels.
So Priya, let's start out with, when did you first get into the UPS business?
We got into the UPS stores right around 2008, right after the economy crashed. We both were working. My husband worked as a forensic scientist. I worked in the hotel industry. When the economy tanked, our jobs were gone as well. And it took us a lot of time to really figure out what it is that we wanted to do. And we really felt that the biggest impact we could make was going into business for ourselves. We looked at, a variety of different businesses, anything from grocery chains, back into the hotel industry, and we came upon the UPS stores. We were tremendously overwhelmed with different UPS stores in the Seattle area in a very good way. They're an essential service. We've been open the whole time during the pandemic, being able to help not only small businesses, but our community. And it's just been, so wonderful to be embedded in the community and being recognized for that.
So Priya, what ended up drawing you to the idea of retail franchise?
So many things, a variety of services that we offer here at the UPS stores. And it's just not only UPS shipping. We also do US Postal Service. We do notaries, we do shredding, and we do a lot of printing here. Not only that, but we provide mailbox solutions as well. So for those people who, are victims of things like porch piracy, or they have a small office, home office, they're able to rent mailboxes here, and just being able to provide a variety of services. I felt like we could be more relevant in the market.
Priya, so coronavirus obviously affected businesses in different ways, and I've noticed that, especially with some of our guests we've had, essential business has seen an influx since coronavirus because they're dependent upon even more. Have you seen something similar with your business, or how's it gone with UPS?
Oh, absolutely. This year, every year we try to do better than the previous year. January started off with such a roar when the coronavirus wasn't quite mainstream. And so when it finally did hit us kind of towards the tail end of February, and as it progressed, we certainly had our doubts. We thought for sure, perhaps there's a chance that we could be closed down, and we were prepared for that. However, when we were deemed essential, providing the community services that other businesses can't provide, we certainly did see that influx and an increase. And so much so that, we have upwards of 27% growth, which exceeds yes, exactly, which exceeds the 15% growth that I had projected initially.
That is so exciting. And thank goodness for you and your husband that your business was considered essential. And thank goodness for all of us that need your services, your business was considered essential. So what has the essential business designation done for your business over and above what we've already talked about here today, Priya?
Well, so much relies on our community as well. And because that there are a lot of businesses that aren't open, so they can't, for instance, get notaries done. They can't, get rid of all of their paper that's in their, waiting, that's lurking around in their closets or their garages. And so they're able to bring it to the UPS store. We're able to take care of them in a sense. We're able to do their notaries, and we're able to shred their paperwork, and we're able to provide so many services that, we wouldn't be able to cast a light on, so much so more than, UPS beforehand. So it's tremendous. It's wonderful to be recognized for so many more profit centers that we're able to provide with the UPS stores.
Like being in the mortgage industry, I didn't know that UPS did notaries. So there is short on notaries. So it's nice to have a backup plan and know that you guys can do that. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Priya, I'm curious, what have you found? Has anything changed because of coronavirus? What's your most popular service that you're providing for your customers right now? Has it shifted, or has it always been something? What's popular at UPS?
Well, prior to when COVID hit, all of my locations, we've always been more focused on print. However, print is something that, because people at this moment can't get together, things like weddings and schools and things that really bring people together, they're not able to do so. And so, believe it or not, our business model has shifted over to a lot of shipping, a lot of post office stuff. And for that, we commend ourselves, because even though we were always known for that, not a lot of UPS stores have a lot more focus on UPS. And it's a great thing to come in, obviously process a UPS shipment, and then, oh, hey, you guys do wide format prints, you guys do mailbox services. And so they come in and they see the variety of services that we provide. So it's a great lure to have people come in and see the different services.
Yeah, Victoria's here behind the scenes, but we did a rebranding of my One-Time Your Business coaching, and we had our business cards done by someone else, and they were horrible. And we came in, and your team helped design and just come up with exactly what I wanted and even better. Did amazing. So we're gonna have to come back now that I've opened a TM Media Agency and get all of our branding and stuff done with you as well, Pia, because you guys are amazing. So being essential and open to the public, what safety protocols do you have in place in your store for your employees?
Well, health and safety of not only our staff, but our customers are of the top priority. And as a network, we follow guidelines from CDC and from WHO, and we continue to follow all federal, state, and local health and safety guidelines. Additionally, we practice social distancing. We limit the amount of customers that can come into the store at one time. And we do absolutely practice hygiene. So we take time, we wash our hands, we have hand sanitizing stations. We are all wearing masks. We disinfect high traffic areas frequently, like those pin pads and copiers and door handles and railings. And so where it comes to our staff, we absolutely preach, if you were to go into another business, the level of cleanliness that you'd want to see from them is what you should expect here. That is, being an essential service, you can imagine how many people we see on a daily basis, how many people come through our doors. And so there is an utmost, respect and care for my staff for their safety.
That's fantastic, Priya. I love to see the businesses that are stepping up at your expense as well, stepping up to making sure that all your customers are comfortable and safe, and they don't have to be worried about coming in your store. So good for you on that. Something else that I've noticed with our business owner guests is the coming together, it feels like the unity that this has brought behind small businesses. Have you seen this kind of support from your local business community as well?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. We, in Kenmore here, we're a very close-knit community, and there's a lot of support that we get from businesses, and they're still continuing to open up. We just had our little pub across the street open up, and, being able to exchange words and being able to be of service to them to see what sort of things that they need. And we're always constantly checking up on one another just to make sure everybody's okay, business is flowing well. And again, because, the UPS stores, we're strongly embedded in our community. We do care, about businesses that are coming in and that are reopening again as we move through the different, safety phases. So we band together. We're always checking up on one another. We have some really amazing neighbors. We just miss hugging them.
Yeah, isn't it a beautiful thing with challenging times, with beautiful opportunities, beautiful friendships, especially when everybody is going through something all together at the same time. So when you really just take a few minutes to create that space for yourself, it really brings a space of appreciation for the challenging times that visited us. So Pia, as we are wrapping up our time with you today, is there anything that you would like to share with our many hour listeners, especially those of small business owners, and some great advice you can give to them as we wrap up?
Well, so much as a small business owner, we, we're there for our community. We're always there to stand up through all their trials and triumphs. And just to know that even though we're backed by a national brand, each UPS store is locally owned and operated. And in the heart of each UPS store, there is an owner operator there. And for us, our genuine care comes from our community and to our community. And no matter what trials and triumphs, we're always there for them, as a community has always been there for us.
What a great way to wrap up your show, or our time with you, Pia, and wrap up our show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you again for each of our guests. It was really a great show, and Keelan and I both enjoyed showcasing all of your businesses. And this is Tina Mitchell.
And your co-host, Keelan Harvey.
We are your local mortgage experts signing off for the day. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We look forward to talking more money with you next weekend right here on 11:50 a.m. KNW.